vibe, cause we good over here. This droid can't be destroyed, I'm immune to despair. Now I'm setting my intentions, I learned from all my lessons. Took a minute to get the message, but it's finally clear. You've been hating all day and hating all night, worrying and whining, both waste your life. But if you take your time and focus on what's right, you would notice just
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video on today. This is Raw Podcast. Make sure you guys hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and hit the word all so that you'll receive every notification that comes from this channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to chop it up about Darius Slay possibly coming back and returning to the Detroit Lions. All right, guys, on yesterday, the Philadelphia Eagles was set to release three-time Pro Bowler in Philly, Darius Slay. Definitely, man, Darius Slay has been a very, very solid corner for the past 5 years for the Philadelphia Eagles. But before he went to the Philadelphia Eagles, he was a solid corner for the Detroit Lions for 7 years until he got traded up under the Matt Patricia regime. And then, hey, man, going to Philly was not a bad thing for Darius Slay. At the end, he ended up becoming a Super Bowl champion. And it's kind of crazy because him and Sue, who left the Detroit Lions, were able to go out and go to another team and win a Super Bowl. So shout out to those guys for being able to do that. And there's been other players that's been a part of the Lions that have been able to go out and win a Super Bowl as well. So definitely, man. But bringing back Darius Slay, it's going to be a lot of things that's going to have to work itself out for Slay to come back. Now, Slay had pretty much said on the St. Brown podcast that the only two teams that he would be willing to play for is for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. And it looks like Darius Slay only wants to play one more year. So this is the type of deal that Brad Holmes would love to sign. A one-year deal, a one-year rental with Darius Slay would be right up Brad Holmes' alley. And this is something that he would probably definitely be interested in. But there's also thoughts on whether or not what is Brad Holmes going to do with Carlton Davis. Now, a lot of Detroit Lions fans do want Carlton Davis to be able to come back to the Detroit Lions as well. So we got kind of we got caught up in our feelings in this one. So it's either the Lions are going to allow Carlton Davis to walk, or they're going to re-sign him, because we don't know what type of deal he's going to command. He's going to command a bigger payday from the Detroit Lions. Now, to me, if Carlton Davis walks and he signs with another team, maybe he goes over with AG to the New York Jets, or maybe he goes over to the Bears with Ben Johnson. You just don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of teams that's going to be vying to have a guy like Carlton Davis on his team, because he was definitely the top corner for the Detroit Lions this season before he ended up breaking his jaw and ended up hurting his hand as well. So he went through a couple injuries this season that held him out. But at the same time, man, definitely I know Brad Holmes is a smart guy, and he's gonna do what's best for the team. So if it's bringing back Darius Slay and having him come in to mentor these young guys, because let's face it, guys, that's what these guys need, man. They need older guys and veteran guys like Darius Slay to come in and mentor younger guys to get these guys ready. And we know right now that Ray Straw is not ready just of yet. A lot of injuries kind of banged him up in his rookie season. So it'll allow him the chance to be able to develop. And we already know that Terrion Arnold is pretty much had to play the #1 corner when everybody started getting hurt. So Terrion Arnold, definitely, I think he can get better. There's a lot of things that he needs to work on to be a better corner in the NFL. And I think that he will get better. Yeah, it was a lot of handsy stuff with him. There was a lot of things going on. But he, it's tough to play the cornerback position in the NFL. And you got to be able to let these guys develop. Darius Slay, when he first started, he didn't come out balling right away. I think it took his third season before he really started taking off. And once he got better, then you saw the progress on the field, and you saw him become big play Slay and making a lot of plays out on the football field. So, man, we're going to see, man, what the Lions are going to do at the end of the day. But I think that bringing in Slay would be a great mentor to Tyrion Arnold and to Rakestraw, letting these young fellas know how to get it done out there and how to do the job. And now Darius Slay knows what it takes to win a Super Bowl. And definitely, man, it's gonna be something, man. It's gonna be something to behold. But as a fan, just thinking about the move of Darius Slay coming back to Detroit, would you resign Darius Slay? Now, if it's me, I'm going to say yes. It's a 1-year deal. It's not going to be a whole lot of money. It's a cheap deal. It's the deal that Brad Holmes loves to make with these veteran players and older guys. And if I can't get the deal that I want from Carlton Davis, then no doubt about it, I'm bringing Darius Slay back to Detroit. So I think it's gonna be some things that are gonna have to work itself out. But at the end of the day, man, I think that Darius Slay could end up being a Detroit Lion. All right, guys, leave it in the comments section on what you think Brad Holmes is going to do with the Darius Slay situation after he has been released by the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, guys, signing out. This is Raw Podcast, and I'm out of here. Peace.